bit of a rattle. Not much. Oh, look at this gorgeous rattlesnake. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the red rattlesnake, or red diamond rattlesnake they're often known as, and they're probably the most placid of all the rattlesnakes. It's only getting a little bit of a rattle up, a bit of a hiss, and it's quite a good size one. Look at that. Be over 3 feet in length. It's not striking at me, and you can hear just that little bit of a rattle there. Not that agitated. But don't be lulled into a false sense of security. This snake is what I would call hot. It's a venomous species. Like all rattlesnakes, they have the capacity to bite, dig their fangs deep into the flesh. So don't ever try and touch one. I seem to be always saying that, but I got a good warning for you. Rattlesnakes, let's say you got bitten by one like this, the fangs would go in, then the venom, and of course you'd have a nasty reaction. It may not kill you, but wherever it bites, it's going to start to rot. You get necrosis, and then your fingers get cut off, and then your arm amputated. It's awful, really awful. So it looks like, oh, that looks very easy. Look at the way Steve's handling that snake. Never do that. Never ever do that. Not even with something as gorgeous as this red rattler. This is a pearler. Look how big and fat it is, and quiet. All she wants to do is get away from me. I've disturbed it. It was just sitting quietly in the sun, as a rattlesnake does when the weather's a little cooler. It just wants to bask and absorb those gorgeous sun rays. Doesn't want to stand and fight. Just wants to get away from me. It considers me as a threat. I'm a big animal, and the rattlers have that rattle to warn big animals like me to stay away. I'm a rattlesnake. She's getting a little agitated. Have a look at that head. Very standard pit viper head. Of course, the rattlesnake has heat-sensing pits. You see on that bottom lip there, on the bottom jawbone, it's got heat-sensing pits and the forked tongue. And that's location devices to get its food. So it'll stick that tongue out, wang, 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 pick up the scent of a rat, and as it gets on the trail of a rat, then the heat-sensing pits will detect exactly where that rat is. They'll wait, whack, strike, envenomate, and the rest is history. I'm going to put her back on her sunning rock, because then she'll know exactly where to go back to home. Her home are these rocks. Come on, sweetheart.
And remember, no matter how beautiful you find rattlesnakes,
there you go.
Don't touch them.
Good girl.
The things they make me do.
Croc!
Oh, yuck! Ow. Whoa! Yucky! Snakes! Oh. I just got a big poo in my mouth.
Toss around, nothing. Whoa, steady, snake. You're all right. This is a collet snake. Gorgeous, orange coloration, and look how big it is. Whoa, it's a member of the black snake family. And they get even bigger than this. These snakes are evolved to handle desert conditions. What they'll do is they'll use the cracks in the ground, like the cracks in the board, and they'll bury themselves deep into a subterranean labyrinth and live under the ground, only coming to the surface to feed on rats, rodents, snakes and lizards. Virtually anything they can overpower and kill, they'll eat, and they'll burrow under just like that. The other reason they'll come to the surface is to sun themselves and find a mate. They're a highly venomous species found in the deserts of Australia. Let's go to the deserts of the US and have a look at another highly venomous species, the rattlers.
Deep in the Mojave Desert, one of the best places to find rattlesnakes is in the rocky outcrops. This is a fantastic den. I can't see any rattlesnakes, but there's all sorts of poo from mammals, from snakes. little rodents, insectivores, and throughout the year, animals that use it both to avoid the heat and to stay warm in winter.
The species I'm looking for here is the speckled rattlesnake. They are the masters of camouflage, and when they're heated up on the rocky outcrops, they're pretty quick to get into the crevices. They've got rough scales, which enables them to slide deep under the rocks. I can hear it, but I can't see it. He's let me know. I'm a rattler, I'm dangerous, stay out of my crevice. Look at that coloration, perfect camouflage.
Ooh. Hear that? Once they get in there, they back right up. Tail in front, you put your hand in there, whack, really quick.
From that position, he could strike so fast it'd be quicker than your eye. Croc fact. The rattlesnake's rattle is made up of keratin, which is pretty similar to your hair or your fingernail. Just around the corner, tigers. Ah! Ooh, what are you doing hanging around the lair? Woo-hoo-hoo! This is the deadly tiger snake. Tiger snake. And they're called tiger snake for good reason. You can see those really distinct bands that they've got. Tiger-like bands, tiger-like predator. The fourth most venomous snake in the world. And there's other species of tiger snake which are also highly venomous. This family, the tiger family, is amongst the most deadly family of snake in the world. And you wouldn't want to take a bite. These guys come around the lair all the time. So what I try and do is convince them to get back down there near the water and hunt for frogs and don't come near my lair. They're pretty grumpy, quick to get agitated, can be aggressive, and they kill an odd person in Australia, which is very unfortunate. People stand on them. Really, really unfortunate. Let's zip over to the United States of America and have a look at a rattlesnake. Come on, mate. Let's go back down to the water.